Nathan, you've reached my voicemail. Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my channel actually, and if you're new here, my name is Nathan, and today's video is going to be me talking to you guys, telling you guys everything you need to know about schooling here in Russia. So if you're interested in this video, don't forget to keep watching, and yes guys, let's just jump right into the video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And I'm going to have to make these videos in parts because I want to be as detailed as possible, and at the same time I do not want to rush, and I do not want this video to be very long. So this is just going to be the part one of this video, of this series and all that. So basically I'm going to be grouping it into parts. First part is all you need to do before going to before coming here. The second part will be all you need to do once you get in, and then the top part will be basically everything after getting in, basically. So that'll be 3 parts. So it's just gonna be like a 3-part series. I don't want this to be long. I got this video idea from my friend Titi up there, and then she said I should make this kind of video, you know, so as to help people who want to come to Russia and who do not know what to do and how to go about it. So if I'm looking down, just not like I'm trying to read all of the points and everything. So yes guys, let's just jump right into the video. And yes guys, okay guys, so first things first, I'm just going to do like an introduction, a mini introduction, telling you guys everything, and basically a quick disclaimer. All of this information I'm giving is about my school here in Russia. I school in Kursk, so all of the information, all of the details I'm giving you about coming here would basically be mainly for my city, my university, but at the same time I think it's almost similar, basically almost the same process, at least for the basic things. So let's just jump right into the video. I think I already mentioned I'm a 5th-year medical student. My school does 2 admissions, 2 entrance, the winter batch and the summer batch. Presently I'm a winter batch, so by September I will be in my 2nd semester of the winter batch. Winter batch basically starts in February, the summer batch starts in September. So basically that means you start your 1st semester in February for winter batch, and then for summer batch you start your 1st semester in September. So basically I have people who are like in 5th year, 9th semester. We're both in 5th year but different semesters, so that's just how it works, depending on when you apply, depending on when you decide to resume. You can either be a winter batch or you can either be a summer batch. So presently I am a winter batch. I will be graduating in winter, that's in January thereabout. So there is that. And my school, my university, we have 2 mediums, studying 2 mediums, Russian medium and English medium. I studied in English medium, but I think for like the first 3 years I learnt Russian language as a course, just to help so I could be able to interact with patients in the hospital and all of that. So that's just that. I have classes in English, I have lectures in English, and everything basically is taught in English in my university. And yeah, that's that. My university's been around since, let me check because I really do not know, but I know it's been around for a very, very long time. Okay, so from what I can see, my university was founded in 1935, and it was granted university status in 1994. So and my university, one thing I think I need to just put out there is that whatever university you decide to study in, especially medical universities, you have to make sure it's recognized by WHO. You have to make sure it's recognized by some, I've forgotten, I'll put a name on the screen, but you have to make sure it's recognized by some certain should I say organizations. Basically that's simply because if you want to decide to maybe practice elsewhere, your university has to be accredited. I think that's the word. It has to be accredited by certain organizations, so that what your degree would be recognized, that okay fine, this person actually went to, or basically this degree the person has is is authentic basically. So my university is recognized by WHO. It's also recognized by GMC. Yeah, that's the name I was trying to remember. GMC, that's the General Medical Council. It's recognized by that and other international medical boards. Basically, if you want to decide to practice medicine in other countries, my university is recognized. So whatever certificate, whatever result you get out of my university, you would be able to, like, it's valid. That's one thing I think I would need to put out there. Some universities are not recognized, some are not accredited by international boards. It could be accredited in the country, it could be accredited in probably in the region or in the continent, basically, but maybe outside that continent it is not recognized. And another thing is that after studying medicine, you can decide to practice here in Russia or decide to go to your own country to practice. It depends on you. All you have to do is take exams and then you're free to practice. So I think that's just all of the overview about coming here to study. So we're just going to move on. Not the overview, that's just all of the basic things about my university and everything you need to know. So first things first, all of the documents you need to have. If you want to study medicine, basically anywhere, you need to have had a science background. I was in sciences when I was in my secondary school, my senior secondary school, so I was in science class. So you need to have at least credits in maths, English, chemistry, biology, physics. That's like the 5 basic, sciences, and other course. You just have to have pass your exams, your WAEC and your NECO. You can use GCE, I think. I used my WAEC. You can use NECO and all of that good stuff. So just make sure that you've passed all of your basic exams. And then the next thing, after passing your basic exam, you have to apply to my university, fill application form. I think you could go through agencies. I think I went through an agent, but I did most of the work myself. So you can do it yourself. You can go through agents. We have like a recognized agent, Nigerian agent in Nigeria that is recognized by my university. You can go through him. If you need his details, you just let me know. You can go through that, or you can probably maybe do the whole process yourself. You just have to fill your application form. After filling your application form, I think they'll tell you to put attach a scanned copy of your passport and your results, if you how will I put it, if you are approved. So once you apply and you're approved, you get to go to the next stage. The next stage, is getting all your documents together, sending it to the school, and then you get offered your admission. During my time, I don't know if it has changed. During my time, I didn't have to take any entrance examinations coming into Russia, prior to getting admission into my university. All I did was that I did all my documents, everything was good. But when I got to Russia, I had like a mini entrance exam kind of vibe, I think in about 2 courses, and then that was it. So before coming, you don't have to do any entrance examination or anything. But when I got to Russia, I feel like the second week of my semester, I had to do like an entrance examination kind of thing. All of us that came, not even just me, so like the whole batch, winter batch, we had to do entrance examination. So after getting your admission into the university, they would send you your I think you have to pay, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think you have to pay like 100. My time, I think I paid $150 or $250 at a time for my invitation letter. So after getting your admission, you have to pay to get your invitation letter. The invitation letter, I'll put up a copy so you guys will see what it looks like. The invitation letter is basically the main documents that you take to the embassy. It shows that your university is inviting you to Russia. So on your visa, it would show that, I think, invite by this company, university, or whatever. So the invitation letter is actually really important. So after getting your admission, I feel like the next thing you should do is to pay for your invitation letter and request for it, because it can take a long time. Mine did take about 4 weeks thereabout, and even when some came, I think I even got a wrong one, or someone else's invitation letter was sent to me. So you have to make sure that you, like, that's like the first thing, or like the second thing you have to do. First thing is fill the application form, apply, get your acceptance, your offer letter, and after that you pay for your invitation letter. Like I said, it can take a very long time before it gets to you, before the issue, because it's coming from Russia. You have to do all of everything it has to be valid, and after that you get your invitation letter. So during the process of the invitation letter, you cannot do anything. You cannot hurry them up. that's not going to happen. So during that process, during the time, basically, you get to do all of the things you have to do in Nigeria, one of which is you have to authenticate all of your documents. You have to get the original copy of your NECO or your WAEC. You have to authenticate it in Ministry of Education in Abuja. I did mine, but I already did mine when I was going to Poland, so I didn't have to do it again. So you have to take it to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education. You have to authenticate your documents, your WAEC or NECO, whichever one you're using, and then you also have to authenticate. At the time, I think I just did my NECO result, and I think I also did my statement of result that I got from school. Then you also have to, for Russia, for Poland, I didn't need it, but for Russia, I needed to do like a health certificate from a federal hospital, and then I needed to take it to Ministry of Health to authenticate it in Abuja. I'll put up a picture so you guys see what it looks like. It just basically shows that you're in good health, you're basically fit to, should I say school abroad, travel abroad, that kind of thing. So that's what you have to do while you're waiting for your invitation letter. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 2 days. It depends on how you do it, who you know, and all of that good stuff. But you have to make sure you authenticate all of your documents and everything. And at the same time, you have to make sure that your passport has at least 2 years on it, because basically, even all countries, even if you're just getting a visiting visa, they always make sure you always tell you to have at least 6 months. But then it's not, how would I put it? I would say at least 2 years, because number one, you're getting a study visa. So, and the visa you get from Nigeria to Russia is just about, I think about 6 weeks or thereabout. It's not a long time, basically. It's just for a short duration. And then after that, when you get to Russia, you have to go through another process of extending your student visa and all that. So having 2 years on your visa would kind of limit the time. At least if the first time you get a 1 year, the next time you have to renew it, you wouldn't get a 1 year. You have to apply for a new passport before you're able to get another 1 complete year. So I feel like I would say you should get a passport that has at least 2 years, at least, because when I did, I think my passport had 4 years. I just had to renew my passport early this year, and I left in 2019, and I had to renew it because it's expiring in November. So basically, when I got my new visa, I did not get the complete 1 year. That was last year. So as of last year, my visa expired in November. I didn't get my complete 1 year. I got a couple of months, and I had to renew it so I could get a new 1 year. So I would say get at least 2 years. At least, that's like at least, not at most, at least. So there is that. If you have to renew your passport during that process, you can do that while you're waiting for your invitation letter. Get all your documents in order and everything. So after getting all your documents authenticated and everything in order, once your invitation letter comes, the next step for you to do is to go to the embassy and to apply for your Russian visa. Russian embassy is in Abuja, so you have to go to Abuja to do that. And I will put a list of all of the documents you need, or if I can recall offhand, I needed my field application form, I needed passport photograph, I needed my invitation letter, that's important, my offer letter, and then bank statement. Then I think at the time I paid for my fees already, so I attached all of that to it. And then just additional documents that you think would help, with your process. And then I paid for Express. Express was like, I think at the time, maybe like 25,000 naira or thereabout. So I just got, luckily for me, I did not get an interview. They did not interview me. I just submitted my document, did my thumb printing of biometrics, and then that was it. I went to Abuja, I think on a Thursday, and on a Monday, I heard that my passport had come out. They had to send it to me in Lagos. I wrote authority to collect, and then I got it because I stay in Lagos, so I got it in Lagos. So basically you just have to do that. But some people also had to do interview to get during the whole embassy process. I didn't have to do that, luckily. But I think the interview is not really a deep thing, just maybe ask you why you're going to Russia, this and that, and then that's just it. But for me, I do not do that, so I don't really know much about that. But it's an interview. I don't think it's anything deep. So far your documents are up to date, so far everything is in order, you're good to go. And one thing I know is that my university informs the embassy, basically liaise with the embassy that, okay, fine, this person, this date. So it kind of helps. That's one of the difference between Russia and Poland. My university in Poland did not interfere, did not even put in anything with the embassy, so that kind of thing. So Russia, my university, they helped to do that. So after that, depending if you pay for express, and if you pay for the normal procedure, normal process, your passport is going to come out when it comes out. And after that, I think before that, one of the documents I actually submitted was a certificate, like I think a yellow card, that's what they call it. It showed that I had collected it showed that I had collected certain vaccines. I think it was for yellow fever or for hepatitis, one of them. It showed that I had to have that certificate that I had collected it. So I just made a photocopy, and I submitted the photocopy, and then I took the original copy with me here in Russia, and then also copies of all of the vaccinations that I had collected: chickenpox, measles, smallpox, everything, all of the vaccinations I have collected, all of the vaccinations that I've done. I had to show them. I basically just took a copy with me, but I think it's needed to submit a yellow card. That is actually needed. So I did submit mine. I had to go take one vaccine from a federal hospital so that I could get the yellow card. So that's what I did, and that's what happened. And then after that, once you get your passport, next thing to do, one thing I need to emphasize, that you have to make sure you resume on time. Once you collect your passport, you have to be in Russia before the duration of your visa expires, because one thing is that the dates on your invitation letter, I think it carries about 6 weeks. I can't really remember. I will check mine. The date on your invitation letter is the same date or duration they will put on your visa. So you have to be in Russia Federation between that duration. Like I said, it's not a long visa, it's just a study visa. I think maybe a month or 2 months, just for you to move from your country to Russia. So you have to make sure that you're in Russia before the duration of the invitation letter expires, before the duration of the visa expires. So you have to come into Russia in time. And at the same time, once you come into Russia, you also have to make sure you come on time, because if you resume late, even though you are like a February batch,